Chapter 2 of this episode. Life as a matcha drinking, book reading. You know what? Nah, I'm doing this whole bit. Life as a matcha drinker, as a bell-bottom jean wearer, as a dress shirt, even though I have nowhere dressy to go, with loafers, even though I have never worn a pair of dress shoes to work, nor a wedding, nor anything in person, or nothing special. What's been going on online has made me really come on here and made me chuckle. I've been excited to talk about this. The life of a performative man. So people are going on the internet and talking about there's men that are out here that are changing up their whole personality. They're spouting things they don't even believe just for the optics, just for the chance to find themselves a Soho baddie or a LA baddie or a what another area that has baddie? I was about to say Chicago, but I don't think Chicago got it like that. Let me know if Chicago got it like that. Actually, don't let me know if Chicago got it like that, but that's not the point. Oh, so as the So I'm here to talk about the performative male. They might have a tote bag, they might have a matcha, they might have a book written by I don't know. They might just have little women while they're reading in the coffee shop trying to have boba or something like that. Beyond the point. First, I like to say, why now? And I have been thinking this has been in the works for a couple years now. All right, let's rewind a little bit. Where every young man from the age of 14 to 25 was watching this man named Andrew Tate, and they were emulating what it means and what you need to do to be that masculine alpha male that gets all the girls, that has the six-pack, that makes the seven figures, and has the fast, nice cars. They were falling deep into that hole. They were putting all their eggs inside that basket because of, keep in mind, this is during COVID. Nobody was talking to anybody. So they were just listening to this on, okay, this is how you get it. This is how you're supposed to do it. Keep in mind, keep in mind they were broke. Keep in mind they were lacking of community, and keep in mind they were lacking in sense of self. And when you have those three things coming together in such an efficient manner, you tend to forget who you are. And you know what that means? That gives space for, I don't want to say cult leaders, but cult adjacent individuals to be able to swoop in and give you what you are looking for. And that gets problematic for a couple of reasons. The main reason being, you get led astray, losing your money and alienating yourself from what you really want in life, right? So as that goes on, kind of like with politics, the pendulum always swings. It always goes. And I predicted once we actually leave, we're gonna get a bunch of men that are just disconnected, that are just unable to have the smallest, menialest conversation and connection with the other gender, right? And that's exactly what happened. And to combat that, because keep in mind, what men want to do, or at least the vast majority, they just want to be loved. Just like y'all women. Y'all, they just want to be loved. They just want to find the connection in this world that we were here given with, right? And they found out, it was working for some, but not the vast majority. Because keep in mind, that toxic masculinity and that alpha male domineering energy, it works for some people. Like, you will go out there and some women will be like, oh, I like that. But the vast majority, yeah. So you know what happens? You have to change your bag. You gotta change your bag of tricks. You gotta go find something new. And here comes the rise of the matcha drinking, book reading, handsome, chill guys that we know as, some people are calling them Pinterest men. I personally like that a lot more. But That's what some people are calling the Pinterest man. I like that a lot more than performative man, but that's, again, beyond the point. So now that we're in this era where men are actively, I won't even say decentralizing women, but they're trying to find different things to do. This is basically just hobby find. Everyone's just trying to find a new hobby, but the sole objective of finding a new companion with said hobby. And it gets to the point where you realize that is like one of the main playbooks, I fear. That's one of like the main things folks do. Because I even remember when I was younger, men will do a lot to get themselves a baddie. Men will go to the moon to go get them some baddie. You think math got it? You think math got Armstrong all the way there? It was the fact that when he got back, he was gonna be getting everybody. He knew that he was going to be loved. You think men become actors for the love of the game? No. It's for the ends. You think men learn Spanish and tango for the Mexican heritage? No. It's the chance to... Because keep in mind, when you do that, you get access to a whole new community of people. You are going to be interacting with a whole new database that you didn't even know people like this existed. You think the photography club exists for the photography? No, it's to meet baddies. It's to meet baddies. Men do a lot for the chance, for the inkling of being able to connect with a baddie, right? And now you ask yourself, if it's all performative and they don't like it, are they just faking their personality for this chance? I'll give you one better. It's not that they're faking their personality. They're getting the chance to recreate their personality. They're getting the chance to find something that they may or may not like. Because of, in this age specifically, we are missing out on so much enjoyable things in this short life that we live. People are not doing what they want. People are not exploring what they want. People don't even... Forget exploring what they want. People aren't even... They are... Forget exploring what they want. People aren't even having hobbies in this day and age where you can do anything. And it's that is detrimental. People are not going out their way to gain skills. People are not learning new things. There's people that are actively their hobby. Some people's favorite thing in the world to do when they have free time, you know what they do? Scroll. 6 hours passes. Scroll. All right, it's time to sleep. Wake up. The first thing they do. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Wake up. Scroll, and then they start their day. Their phone has encapsulated the majority of not just their free time, their every waking minute of life. So I personally think this performative man is just the new meta. It's just what happens when you're trying to distance yourself from who you were in the past to try and make yourself better for today. And with this specific meta, with this specific look of being the performative Pinterest man, you are actively saying no to that toxic masculinity. You are actively saying, no, I don't want to control the people that I am with. I just want to be a chill guy and just woosah. Positive reinforcements lead to that thing that receives said positive reinforcements. So people like that guy. Because I feel like we're missing out on this very important aspect of the conversation. You like him. He is deemed as interesting, even though it is vapid. And you know what? If it is vapid, people cannot pretend for too long. It's a lot of work to be able to create this whole personality out of thin air that you do not like. So do I recommend it? I don't recommend faking yourself to recreate it, because of, keep in mind, That is the same problem with the alpha male thing, the whole alpha male community and that whole ideology. That was the problem because folks didn't understand who they were. People weren't able to coincide with their own belief systems to build something that is real that they want to truly follow. That's why they follow these charlatans. That's why they were watching Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit. And I don't want to say Kevin Samuels, but low-key Kevin Samuels too. I know it sucks. When you coincide with belief systems that aren't yours, you tend to forget who you were to begin with, right? And in this current age, that has happened. That happens so frequently because you get put in this position where, my life isn't what I want it to be, or it wasn't what I thought it would be by this time. Let me scroll a little bit. Oh, this 23-year-old just bought a Lambo in a high-rise apartment. They bought it? Yeesh, I still live in my parents' house. Or this person or even when you step away from the streamers and the celebrities and the famous and the royalty and things of that nature, you look in your own hometown, you're like, oh, that one guy I went to school with, he's about to have his like second kid. Oh, we're only 25, 26, and he has his, my other person that I knew in school, now they're a senior manager at their job. Yeesh. Oh, this other person moved to this big city and now I'm only seeing their highlights. What am I doing? I don't even have highlights. It stems from the same place of insecurity where you aren't able to distinguish who you are in the context of everybody else. And to play into that as well, people have lost the community that comes with people have lost the community that acclimates itself to when people are not feeling well to begin with. That's one of the things of community that is lost with social media and actively avoiding people because of you can't live this life on your own. This life is hard. I cannot lie to you. I cannot lie to you. Especially when we have people that are literally one car accident away, one sprained ankle away from going broke and becoming homeless. That is devastating. That is hard. So now that we try and let me jump back to the cons of this performatism. This is the last point I want to hit before I move on to the next part of the show. When you are being performative, there are other people that are watching you. You are being perceived. That's the whole point of this whole thing, right? And that leads to other people following in your own footsteps. At least other people improving bits and pieces of themselves by watching you in the first place. And that's one of the few benefits that I will say will come from this performative era. We will get more soft-spoken men. We will get more men that are willing to read a book. We will get more men that are willing to give other people the space to live their own life, because we are reaching a point where a lot of men have lost what it meant to be a man. And a lot of men have also got to the point where they're not seeing their usefulness. They aren't seeing, because keep in mind, I always like to tell people it's hard to be a man now than it was back then, for the main reason you literally just had to get money back then. That's all you needed to do. Because if you're able to get money to get the house and be able to afford everything as in the home, you are set. You could not do no wrong. You're able to be a bad person. You are literally just the shining beacon of the community if you're able to just hold down one job and be able to afford everything. Which that is a hard thing, I will say, but it's a lot harder now. There's more competition. Women can actually do things as well. so it does get hard. It definitely does get hard, especially when we get to this society where there's more women under 25 that are buying homes than there is men under 25 that are buying homes. When there's more women getting their master's degrees and things of that nature than there are men. Where there's women that are actively doing things that set themselves up to be financially independent without actively needing another man. Now they literally only need a man for the emotional aspects, and a lot of men aren't out here learning that stuff, because the life of the performative man is not for everyone. But I will say it is good looking. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you leave a like and comment on this side of the video.